Optimism Rebel. I'm just here to offer a little bit of relaxation for the mind and empowerment for the spirit. If you don't know me, I'm Amy, Anne Marie Shirley on Facebook. I'm the instigator of Inner Light, the casual place to relax in Rhinebeck, New York. And empowerment for your spirit were like very specifically chosen words. I'm a massage therapist and have been practicing massage therapy for half of my life. And I've been practicing yoga for longer. And I've said, and that's what we offer predominantly at Inner Light, and I've said for a long time that massage therapy is like the nurturing, you come here to let me take care of you, and yoga is the empowerment that teaches you how to take care of yourself. And we need that now more than ever. So I'm committing to have it at least one person doing some sort of live or video recorded beneficial offering to you, our Facebook community, each day. We're aiming for live videos between 2 and 5 each day, and we're also accepting requests. So if there's like a posture that you want us to work through or get specific alignment techniques on, we can find somebody who can share that wisdom with you. We're expecting to have some Tai Chi and maybe Qigong videos available. It's those 2 windows that are open. And on that, that's something that we've been doing. You know, we are still open for business. Our classes are small enough and private enough that we don't have many people gathered in the space at once. However, we're still taking protective measures by opening the windows and running the air purifier, wiping doorknobs, washing blankets, and minimizing the risk in our space. So here we are to acknowledge that things are different now, and we're going to do things a little bit differently. Today I'm going to offer some yoga. I call it an Amy flow because this is a variation on sun salutation that I do pretty regularly. So I'm going to double check that we're all good. My camera guy. Let's start just by getting grounded and centered. So to get grounded, I'm going to peel away any extra flesh from my tailbone and really feel the bones pressing down into the floor or chair beneath me. With each exhale, I'm going to surrender the full weight of my body into that base, into that foundation, as if I could just melt down into the ground. And then from there, I'm going to pull in and up at the pelvic floor, pulling in at the belly button, pulling in and up just below the rib cage in the front, pulling in and up and open through the heart, locking in the throat area, tucking the chin in and lifting straight out through the crown of my head. Now I'm grounded because I'm pushing down to the earth, and I'm centered and pulling up through my divine or heavenly pull. So with that, you can imagine a strong straight spine as if that were a coat hanger, and then the rest of your body, your muscles, are just draped over that hanger. Allow the muscles to be as relaxed as possible. Close your eyes so that you're really tuning your attention inward. Take a few deep breaths, letting go of any distraction with each exhale. Relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. Keeping your center strong and lifted, but letting everything else in your body just melt away. Releasing any resistance, releasing any tension, allowing it to leave with each exhale. Now that we've had a moment of stillness and silence, we might have added awareness of what's going on for us in our bodies or in our mind or in our hearts. And you can acknowledge that, and then as you exhale, let go of anything that doesn't serve you right now. If there's nothing you can do about it, let it go just for now. It'll be there when you come back. And then anything that keeps reoccurring in our mind that we just can't seem to let go of at this time, I'm going to suggest you set an intention or a goal around that, whether it's an achy joint or something that's on your mind. You can choose to direct the energy of your yoga flow towards that intention or goal that you set for yourself for today's practice. From there, maintain a lifted spine, and let's just work on the neck a little bit. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Breathe deeply. As you inhale, lift your head back up to center. Exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. With your next inhale, lifting the head to center. Exhale, chin to chest again. On an inhale, bring your head to center. Exhale the left ear towards the left shoulder. Now, anytime I say left or right, don't panic, because we'll do both sides. So just pay attention to what side you've done and then do the opposite side on the second round. But if possible, keep track of your left and your right. Lift your head back up to center. Tuck the chin to the chest one more time. And then bring the head back up to center. Press the palms together in front of the heart with equal and opposite force, representing balance. Inhale the prayer posture up overhead. Open the eyes to look up at that prayer, opening through the heart still, lifting through the spine. Squeeze the belly button in and up, and let's twist to your right, bringing your hands down to the floor, lifting up through your spine, using the back hand to help you lift through the spine. You can even look over the back shoulder so that you're continuing that spiral all the way out through the crown of the head. And then with your next inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale to twist in the other direction. Pressing the back hand down. The front arm can push to the opposite thigh or knee. Lifting through the spine, looking over the shoulder, breathing deeply into that twist. Inhale our hands back up overhead, and then exhale, fold forward, bringing your hands down, keeping your spine as straight as you can as you fold forward. And then when you've gone as far as you can, then why don't you also pull up through the pelvic floor, through the rib cage, and through the throat, straightening the spine out a little bit more again, and then folding forward with a more flat spine. Not reaching the chin forward. We're beaming out through the crown of the head. Trying to maintain a connection from the hips and the tail to the ground. Breathing into the hips and lower back. Breathing between the shoulder blades. And we'll come back in. We'll do maybe 2 more warm-ups for the spine, and then we'll do my little Amy flow. Bring your hands to your legs. The beginning part is something that you could do seated in a chair as well. So bring your hands to your legs. And first you're going to scoop the belly button in, round the spine towards the wall behind you, and tuck the chin towards the chest. Relax the shoulders. And then bring the crown of the head forward and up. Let that motion roll through the chest and into the lower back. And I'll turn so you can also see a side angle. Scooping in from the tailbone, rounding towards the wall behind me. And then with a rolling motion, bringing the crown of the head forward, letting everything else follow that curve. Continue breathing while you do this. 2 more rounds. Exhaling as you compress down the front. Inhaling as you open the front to the space in front of and above you. 1 more time. Excellent. Now this is where we're going to come on over to our hands and knees. It's best to practice here from the floor. Your hands are below your shoulders, your knees are below your hips, and we can get really specific about alignment, but for right now we're just going to say make sure that if you bend your elbows, they reach back, not out to the sides. All right, so we're pressing down. We're going to do the same thing with our spine. Scooping the hips in, reaching the spine up, letting the head hang down. Reaching the crown of the head forward and up, letting that roll through the whole spine to the tailbone. Again. And we're just getting a different angle and a different experience with the same motion. It's just that gravity and everything around us is affecting us differently because we've postured ourselves differently. Alright, from here we'll bring our spine back to neutral. I prefer to bring my hands out in front of me a little bit, dig my toes down, peel the knees up, send the hips up and back. Breathe deeply. It's our first down dog of the day, so I'm going to bend one knee and push the opposite heel towards the floor, and I'm going to pedal back and forth. And now I'm going to walk my feet up to meet my hands. Exhale, folding forward, releasing through the backs of the legs, through the hips, through the spine, through the neck, relax the shoulders. And then ground down through your feet. Imagine roots digging through your yoga mat, anchoring you to the earth. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Engage the abdominals and slowly roll up to standing. Rolling up through the arms, bring your hands to a high prayer and draw the prayer down to your heart. Release your hands by your side. Make sure that you're about 1 foot distance away from the top of your yoga mat. Grounding down through both feet. Your feet are hip distance or closer together. Slight bend in your knees. Tuck the tummy and tail in. Lift the heart up. Tuck the chin back. Lift up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders down. Just breathe. Stand here like this and breathe. And then stand at the kitchen sink washing the dishes like this. And then walk through the grocery store like this. You'll have a different experience and relationship with your body if you apply these principles. Okay, off the soapbox, back into the flow. Inhale, arms out and up, press palms together. Interlace all but index fingers. Keep your shoulders in their sockets. Hinge to one side with the fingertips, pushing the hips in the opposite direction, elongating through both sides of the body, staying grounded through the feet. And then come back to center. Hinge over to the other side. All of the same rules apply this time. And focus on breathing deeply into the rib cage. Bring yourselves back up to center. We're going to roll. I'm going to start this rolling action from my hips. Rolling down. Releasing into a forward fold. And then we're going to roll up again, starting from the hips. Rolling up halfway, bringing our spines to a flat back. and then rolling back down into a forward fold. Bend your knees, bring your fingertips down, step your left leg way back. Heel is up. We're going to lunge forward and back a few times. Remembering to breathe. We're feeling this in the hips, the legs, the ankles, the feet, even the chest and the shoulders. And then I'm going to place my left knee down, and I'm going to roll up from the tailbone, out through the crown of the head, even out through the fingertips as I reach the arms up. Squeezing my belly, lifting my chest, looking to that space between my hands. If it's feeling safe for me today, I'm going to press my palms together so that I'm pushing all of my energy towards the center. I'm going to shift my hips forward and lift my heart up as I give a gentle back bend. Engage the core, come back up to center. Draw the prayer down to your heart. Bring your left hand down and extend your right arm up, looking up at the right thumb, squeezing the belly, grounding down through the bottom hand, beaming the ground energy up through your fingertips. Bring the right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Swing your left leg over to the right side of the mat. Push the right shoulder and knee together, opening in the hips, opening through the chest. Extend your left arm up, looking up at the left thumb. Breathe. Bring your left hand back down, bring your left foot back, bring your right knee back to meet the left. Child's pose. Press your hips to your heels. Press your forehead to the floor. Outstretch your arms to the floor in front of you. Breathe deeply. From here, I'm going to try to flow. This becomes more of a fluid movement as you do it more regularly. I'm going to keep my chin and my chest low to the ground. I'm going to keep my elbows hugged in towards my sides. And I'm going to pause with my knees, chest, and chin touching down. Elbows hugging in. And then, as if somebody has a string tied to my heart, they're going to pull it forward and up. And my hips are just naturally going to press down. Tops of my feet, tops of my thighs pressing down. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Hug the elbows back towards the ribs. Opening the heart up, not just lifting the chin. Really pushing in through your hip bones so that you can lift up through the chest. And then come back up to hands and knees on your way to downward facing dog. Dig the toes down, lift the hips up. Open between the shoulder blades, pressing the heart towards the toes. Breathe. Let's step the left foot up towards the ceiling. Bend the left knee, opening the left hip out towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. And then I'm going to swing my left foot up to meet my left hand. And then I'm going to step my right foot up to meet my left and forward fold. Let's extend the arms out to the side, lifting up to standing. Bring your hands to a high prayer. Draw the prayer down to your heart. Release your hands by your side. Take a deep breath. Check in with your posture and alignment again. Grounding down through your feet. Slight bend in the knees. Pulling up through the center. Tucking tummy and tail and lifting and opening the heart and out through the crown of the head. Breathe. And then reach your arms out to the side. Press palms together. Interlace all the index fingers. But I bet you always do the same finger weaving. So switch that. And then hinge over to one side. Breathe deeply. Come back through center, hinge over to the other side. Lift back up to center. Draw the prayer through the center of the body, rolling down into a forward fold, and then halfway we're going to roll up to a flat spine. Roll back down to forward fold. Bend your knees, bring your fingertips down, step your right leg way back. From here we'll lunge forward and back a few times. Working through the ankles, the legs, the hips, and the shoulders. And then we'll place the right knee down. From here, rolling up from the base of your spine, again, out through the heart, the crown of the head, reaching the arms up, looking to the space between the hands. If it feels safe for you to do today, press palms together, shift hips forward, pull up through the spine and out through the fingertips as you back bend. Coming back up to center, draw the prayer down to your heart. Bring your right hand down, extend your left arm up, looking up at the left thumb, squeezing the belly, opening in the chest. Breathe. Bring your left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Swing your right foot over to the left side of the mat and pushing my shoulder against my elbow and my shoulder against my knee and my knee against my shoulder. Extend the right arm up, looking up at the right thumb. Breathe deeply. And then bring the right hand back down. Bring it all back to child's pose. Pressing hips to heels, outstretching arms in front of you. And then from here, keep the chin and chest low. Push forward, pause, knees, chest, and chin are down. And then let somebody pull that heart string forward and up as you breathe in. Relax the shoulders. Lift back up to hands and knees on your way to downward facing dog. Making a straight line from the palms of your hands through the arms and shoulders, through the spine and the back of the body. And then another straight line from the hips down the legs as straight as possible and out through the heels. From here, I'm going to lift my right leg up, bend my right knee, opening my right hip, pointing the knee towards the ceiling. Breathe deeply. And then step the right foot up to meet the right hand. From here, I'm just going to step the left foot up to meet the right and fold forward. Extending arms out to the side, lift up to standing with a flat back. Bring your hands to a high prayer, down to your heart. Release your hands by your side. So thank you. Again, I'm Amy Shirley from Inner Light, the casual place to relax. That's a little sample of what we do in many of my classes. That's the flow that I do for myself every day. And I hope that you're feeling that your spirit is empowered and your mind is calm. And be well. Namaste.